I feel like
they did
agree.
have some issue with the
Bible might just,
situation.
Bible might just, even if you do, so you pick Nautilus and then Bible goes Rel, or you pick Rel and then Bible will go Alistar.
Yeah.
And then you're playing into Varus Alistar, which also does not sound like the
Bible
best.
spent some time playing behind Beryl as well. Beryl's Alistar was pretty good. Even though Beryl's kind of a meme this year, his Alistar has been one of the best in the world. And there it is, the insta-lock of the cow.
And normally I'd be like, oh, you know, Janna would be cool, but I'm like, no, I don't want Bible to play Janna. I want Bible to play and engage support and go with the rest of his team.
If Harmalife Esports wins this game, Valdez and Wolf ruined the 15-game day. True.
True. I think it's hard to...
I find it really easy.
Because you're working with me every day, right? Yeah, okay.
I mean, that was too easy.
I knew it was coming.
Easy.
I knew it was coming. The moment I said it, I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah. You were just
Lucid.
like... You were like Austin Powers, you know, watching the steamroller.
Lucid. Oh, he's so dead.
Roma is doing things.
He's so dead.
Lucid is kicking him, and that is Dead Pigeon. It's been Gen.G that's kind of taken their place. Yeah, and Nongshim have looked kind of great. As Emperor's Divide, okay, Lucid goes for an adventure. Not the one he wanted. Bear in the way, and that is going to be Poolbay blocking that turret shot as well. I say blocking, he's just taking turret aggro. Flashed over his own wall as Lua. Killer Instinct, Rahel in trouble, and Lua's going to flash on top of him. Bible wants to be able to grab it as the Ignite is going to finish ticking. The headbutt. Polv comes in. He takes the turret shot pretty happily there as well, as now Lucid is chasing after Guon. That 1-for-1 trade actually kind of fine here for Harmalife Esports. However, it's not really a 1-for-1 because Lucid has just destroyed Bristle and Sejuani. It was a 2 versus 1.
Look at Lucy, who's like, hey, I get to play Lee. Yeah, this is really telling, is that when the game state is a Drake up, and you know you're invading and you're 1v1ing, and we're still like, oh man, this is such a step down for D+ because Rahel died.
Yeah.
As we take a look here, great plans. They're from Lure, able to reposition. Burst from Kaiser Rel is something that really has to be respected, and not enough health available there. Now getting caught in the middle of guard. As we take a look here, Lucid is very far ahead, has been, comes up a fresh back, gets the stun, and takes a free piggy, as they get the second hit as well.
Yeah. And we now have an Ocean Soul, so a very pretty Rift. But not exactly the highest value. Still not the worst, so that's fine. Roma is okay. This is sort of a thing that happened at some point. Roma took some damage, and then there's a Q, and then Roma didn't die.
No, he will.
Oh, you did. When did that happen?
I assumed during one of our replays. As Lucid is now 3-0. You got to start talking about it at some point.
True. We could talk about Lua cleansing. We could also talk about Lucid just like wandering over. And wow, that was
They double missed!
They did some buttons there. It was
the caster curse.
Yeah, that's going to be an immediate unbreakable will here by Bible. He's soaking a fair bit of damage, but it's only a level 1 on the ulti, and so he's going to accept his fate. That is a dead cow. Mincemeat in the mid lane. Q going to connect this time around from Lucid. Poolbay's going to have a giggle though as he rotates up, and Rooster is going to try and tell Thanatos that he's not allowed to be here. Thanatos doesn't like... Yeah, well, we could try. We could try. 15 games, the dream, guys. Can we go back to yesterday and see whether we can get a victory as Q connects onto something, but it's not... Okay, Rel is just going to explode, Rahel. With a lot of damage here as Roma is going to find an Emperor's Divide, but that's not going to work on Thanatos, who is a massive crocodile. Lucid looking for a target, will find Roma here. Connects the Q now as Poolbay comes on over, and that is a very comfortable kill. Lucid didn't have the Dragon Rage, but did not require it in order to stomp on the Pigeon. How often do you see Lee Sin's topping damage outside of solo queue?
You don't. It's not really what's supposed to happen.
Rooster's gonna solo kill. It's gonna happen unless it doesn't. No Q, and there it is. The Rooster. Just okay. There's where are the Showmaker spams? Get it in there. As we don't need to talk about hair facts and beard facts at this point in time, because there is action afoot. Harmalife Esports are preparing to get back into this game. They're only 4,000 gold behind. 13 seconds left on Ocean Soul.
You know, where there's always a way. in challengers.
Where there's a challenger, there's a way. As Bullbait's put in prison, great flash. Tibbers is not great, but that headbutt pulverize is too good. And it looks like we may not need to worry about mustaches because D+, they forget about the Ocean Soul and they decide Baron is what they would like to have a look at.
I wonder what happened there.
Oh my god, Lucid did 0 damage.
Yeah, he's washed. Lucid is not good, everyone. Let it be known.
Yeah.
So what I'm really wondering about, I didn't really catch, is why the follow-up was so slow. Because Guwon hits the ult, and then by the time that Bullbait has time to flash, his
Thanatos is going to go with the
low.
latest stopwatch in the history of stopwatches.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a free
splash,
Q over the
and
wall.
Q's going to come through. That is the kick, just to guarantee it. Don't know whether it was necessary, but it was fun. Wait, did that...
fellas, don't miss!
But wait, that means that I don't know whether the little hammer icon is the way to kill him forever. I don't know, like, I don't know whether that even works.
We'll
Is there a team fight happening? Bible is taking some damage. Romer is Emperor's dividing. Rahel might die. It's a decent flash. Try and get out of the way. The CC is so good he just survives. Never mind. Rahel's hiding was actually just gorgeous in that moment, but Lucid just straight up murdered everyone.
You see how Lure tried to play the video game?
Yeah, I know. Wasn't it cute? Oh. Wow, this was 0 damage Lee Sin, and even then went to 2,400 damage Lee Sin.
Let me get in my Lucid vote.
Oh yeah, let's get in our Lucid
everyone
vote.
in chat, say it with me. D+ is overrated. D+ challengers, overrated team.
They're
if anyone asks
rated.
you, they're not good. It's not true. Don't believe anyone. The 18-0 perfect round 1 of round robin.
A perfect team does not exist unless you're watching Challenger. And Thanatos is just like, was that not the greatest crocodile moment that you could ever ask for? As it was actually Lucid that just went in there and destroyed everyone, pressing his Tempest cripple buttons and his core drinkers and all that stuff. The Nexus is going to go down. And surprisingly, D+ Kia are going to walk away with a 2-0. Wow, when was the last time we've seen a dupe? It was the last time we saw them play, and every time we've seen them play. They are too good at this game. The issue...
He did the most damage in his team! He's Lee Sin!
Well, that's what, I mean...
Man, he's not good. That means the rest of his team is bad.
Lee Sin's still relevant for like another 3 theoretical minutes that could have existed in that game.
True. Everyone in chat, remember, that just means the rest of his team is bad. If Lee is topping damage charts, oof.
Yeah.
Roughy, toughy.
Still shouldn't have given Lure Kaiser. I mean, he is very good at Kaiser. That is very true. The POG 807, that's back-to-back for the gentleman in the jungle. And now it is time for them to come up with interview questions that are different from last time, which is difficult, because I imagine every single time you're just like, oh, so you're still winning, how's that going? And they're like, pretty good. And you're like, uh-huh. Do you think it's going to stop? No. Uh-huh. Will you win the season? Yes. Uh-huh. Like, I imagine that's how the interview goes.